Dijonae Jaynae Gordon, and welcome back to my educational channel. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dijonae Jaynae Gordon's educational channel. And if you are new to this channel, you can go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to Dijonae Jaynae Gordon's educational channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, click that notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we post a new live or a new video.
And of course, guys, we are on
Dijonae Jaynae Gordon's educational channel. And if you do not know us, I am Dijonae Jaynae Gordon, and you are watching my channel. And right beside me, I have my beautiful mother, who is always watching my live stream.
And of course, I am Deborah K. I am sitting in with your beautiful host,
Dijonae Jaynae Gordon, and you are on Dijonae Jaynae Gordon's educational channel. And as you guys know by the title of today is Read Aloud Friday. And this is the day where everyone gets to come on screen and read their story. And grown-ups, if you are watching this with a kid, just know that this is not only for kids, it's for everyone to come on screen and read their story. It can be kids, it can be adults, it can be anyone.
all right? If you're hearing us loud enough, you can let us know by typing the word education in the comment section. Guys, let us go right ahead and welcome the beautiful persons that are in the chat waiting on us. All right, so we also have Marlon, and Marlon is saying, I
Here
am here,
waiting.
and of course, is there waiting. All right, to all the wonderful persons who are in the chat or in the back, you are welcome. We also have with us Tariq Edlam. Mega welcome to you, Tariq. Thank you for making it. Dijonae Jaynae Gordon.
Educational channel. And as I see that Tariq is saying education, which that means he's ready.
All right. So, guys, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into today's activity, which is the topic that we're going to be focusing on is the coming of the
ethnic groups.
All right. So, guys, if you're ready, just say education because we are ready. All right. So, mega welcome to all the persons who will be on this replay. And I hope this lesson will be helpful to you. All right. So, we're going to go right into this activity.
The Caribbean people. When you look around you, you will see people all over. Some came from the Caribbean. They do not all look alike. They are the descendants of people who came to the Caribbean region from different parts of the world and from different ethnic groups. Some have curly hair, while others have straight hair or short, thick hair. Some have a dark skin tone, while others have a light skin tone. If you look around in your classroom, your school, your community, or even in your family, you will see the same thing. People with different facial features, shades of skin color, and hair texture. We descended from the peoples who settled in the Caribbean. These were the original people who came from South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia. The differences among us are the results of the mixing in of these different peoples and races as people from the different countries came together and bore children. Ethnic, a quick fact. An ethnic group is a set of people who share a common culture, background, or way of life. Ethnic groups which came to the Caribbean and the continents from which they came. Ethnic groups, original inhabitants such as the Tainos and Kalinagos. The continent is South America. Ethnic group is Spanish, English, Portuguese, and Jews. Continent is Europe. Ethnic group is Africans. The continent is Africa. The ethnic group is Chinese, Indians, Lebanese, and Syrians. The continent is Asia.
Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Dynamic Lady Girls.
Welcome.
Mega welcome to all the persons who are in the chat. All right.
Ethnic groups in the Caribbean region. We call the people from the different ethnic groups our ancestors. Our ancestors are our family members who came before us. We are their descendants. Most of the people in the Caribbean are black because their ancestors were from Africa. The number of Africans who came to the Caribbean was much more than any other group that came. The coming of the ethnic groups.
So now we are going to be looking at the
Coming of the ethnic groups. The various ethnic groups came to the Caribbean for different reasons. All the groups which came brought their culture or ways of life. The Spanish, when they came in 1492. Why they came? They wanted to find gold, silver, and spices in China, Japan, and India. However, by sailing west in search of a shorter route to Asia, they ended up in the Caribbean. Life in the Caribbean. They reared cattle, goats, and horses. They built and repaired ships and boats. They also grew sugarcane, bananas, plantains, and citrus fruits. The Jews, when they came in 1492 with Christopher Columbus. In 1530, a second group came from Portugal. Why they came? As traders, they wanted to make money and return to their country. Others wanted to enjoy the freedom to worship in their new homeland. Life in the Caribbean. They did similar work to the Spanish. Some built shops and others set up businesses. They also built synagogues in which to worship. The English, when they came in 1624. Why they came? They became jealous of the Spanish. They had heard about how wealthy the Spanish were becoming and came to get a share of the wealth. Life in the Caribbean. They set up farms and started growing tobacco and then sugarcane. They brought white laborers who were given contracts to work on the plantations for a period. These were called indentured servants. The English also brought Africans to work as slaves on the sugar plantations. The English owned the slaves. Some of the English lived in large houses called great houses. Some dressed in fine clothing. The Africans, when they came in 1650s and 1660s. Why they came? Most of the Africans were taken by force from their villages in West Africa to work as slaves on sugar plantations in the Caribbean. Life in the Caribbean. Some worked as field slaves, planting and cutting sugarcane. Some enslaved Africans working making sugar and other vegetables for themselves. After emancipation, many left the estates and became small farmers and tradesmen. The East Indians, when they came in 1838. Why they came? They came as indentured laborers. A reenactment of East Indians arriving in Old Harbor, Jamaica in 1845. Life in the Caribbean. They were contracted to work on the plantations for 5 to 10 years. At the end of their contracts, the government gave them land. In later years, they opened shops to sell jewelry and electronic goods. The Chinese, when they came in 1850s. Why they came? They worked as indentured laborers. They were looking for a better life in the Caribbean. Life in the Caribbean. Like the Indians, they worked on the plantations. They later left the plantations to set up small grocery shops and restaurants. A group of Chinese indentured laborers, the Lebanese and Syrians. When they came late in the 1800s. Why they came? They wanted freedom to worship and have a peaceful life. Life in the Caribbean. Some started banana cultivation. Others started businesses selling clothes and other goods in the towns. Some Lebanese and Syrians set up shops.
So, guys, mega welcome to all the persons who are here with us. What we're zooming in today on is the coming of the
Ethnic
ethnic
groups.
groups. All right. And I hope this was very useful and that you have learned something from this reading today. Remember now what Dijonae zooming on? She said that there are a lot of black persons that are among us. Why? Because what? Our ancestors were mostly from? Africa.
Africa.
She did say that. All right. And of course, she also identifies some other things in reading. She did spoke about the ethnic
Ethnic
groups.
groups.
And of course, the ethnic groups which came to the Caribbean and also the continents in which
From.
they are from.
From.
All right. So first, she highlighted the original inhabitants,
Such
and
as
they
the
are also known
Tainos.
as the,
Tainos and Talinagos.
and of course the continent in which they are from is
South
South
America.
America. She also spoke about the,
Spanish, English, Portuguese, and Jews.
and of course they are from the continent of,
Europe,
she also spoke about
Africans,
the Africans, and they are from
Africa,
Africa. She also spoke about the,
Chinese, Indians, Lebanese, and Syrians.
and they are from,
Asia.
and of course Isha. All right, guys, you guys did a fantastic job. Thank you so very much for participating. And of course, remember she highlighted the different ethnic groups. And of course, she spoke about the Spanish, and they came in 1490.
1492.
She also spoke about the,
Jews,
and they came in.
1492 as well.
And of course, there was a second group that came in.
1630.
And of course, that second group came from.
Portugal,
All right. Also, she spoke about the English,
English,
and they came in
1624.
1624. Then she spoke about the,
Africans,
and the Africans, they came in
1650s and 1660s.
in the 1650s and the 1660s.
1660s.
All right. Also, she spoke about the East
East
Indians.
Indians,
And of course, the East Indians, they came in
1838.
1838. Of course, she also spoke about the,
Chinese,
and they came in,
1850s.
and then she went ahead and spoke about the,
Lebanese and Syrians,
and they came in the.
1800s.
All right, guys, this was a very educational Read Aloud Friday lesson. And of course, mega welcome to our host, Dijonae. Thank her very much, so much. Yes, I
Thank
am
you.
grateful for her for coming here and sharing on our platform about the coming of the ethnic
Ethnic
groups.
groups.
All right. So I know that she had mentioned in her reading something about the indentured workers. What are the indentured workers? Who are the indentured workers?
Workers.
And of course, let's find out the coming of the indentured
Indentured
workers.
workers.
All right, so she's gonna zoom in right here on the coming of the indentured workers.
Workers. When slavery ended in 1838, the slaves were free to do whatever they wanted. Most of them went to live on their own land and started a family. This resulted in labor shortage, and therefore the plantation owners had to seek workers elsewhere. They turned to countries like Asia, India, Pakistan, Israel, Jerusalem,
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia, China, and other places in the Middle East. These workers were a mixture of Chinese, Indians, Syrians, Lebanese, among others. They were known as indentured workers or servants.
So they are known as indentured workers or indentured servants.
Servants. These workers were either prisoners or free persons
And
who
of course, what she just said is that the indentured workers or the indentured servants, they were either,
prisoners or free persons who had to give forced labor for a set number of years. Each group of workers took with them their own religious beliefs and practices.
All right. And of course, here we have some of the religions that the different countries practice. And of course, we have Judaism, and that's the religion, and the country is,
Jerusalem and Israel,
we have Islam, and we have
Pakistan,
and Saudi Arabia.
Arabia,
We also have Hinduism,
and India,
the country is India. Also, we have Buddhism, and that is,
Asia, and India.
and of course, guys, remember now, please remember to like,
Like,
share,
share,
leave
leave
your
your
comments in
comments
the
in the
comment
comment section
section.
below, and don't forget to subscribe, subscribe,
If you have
subscribe.
not yet done so, guys, we're happy to have you. Mega welcome to you. Thank you for making it Dijonae's educational
The
channel.
channel.
Remember now, you are on Read
Real
Aloud
Love
Friday.
Friday. And this is the day where everyone gets to come on screen and read their story.
Until next time, we are here. We're grateful to have you all. We're grateful to have Wild Rich Unstoppable Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in with us. We have the Dynamic DD Girls. And of course, guys, remember DJ's membership is open. So feel free to go join and to support our educational movement. And of course, remember now, Marlon, very supportive. Thank you, Marlon, for being here. And for the wonderful persons who are in the back, Tariq, and all the other persons, thank you for making it Dijonae's educational channel. Remember now, if you don't know about this channel, Dijonae would normally go live on a Tuesday where she would normally do
Vocabulary building on a Wednesday where I would do, not only do I do games, but I do educational games and I make them fun for everyone. On a Thursday, we would do Maths Hour with Mommy. And on a Friday, back to this, we would do Say It
Read
With Mommy,
Aloud
Read Aloud
Friday.
Friday.
Guys, and why do we do vocabulary building here? We promote education, and of course, we do reading on a Friday, which is the last day that we go live. But guys, guess what? Before we can start reading, we have to build our vocabulary. And of course, that is why DJ do vocabulary building first on a Tuesday. And of course, you know that we have to do a little game in everything. But of course, we don't do a regular game. We do educational game. And of course, while we are having fun, we are still learning. And of course, we are learning things that are useful to us. Guys, of course, we use maths in our everyday life. And of course, to make it even fun, guess what? DJ Nado is not the only person who would come here and share with you maths content. Of course, I am mommy, and of course, I am fully involved in DJ's educational channel. And of course, I am here with you to share. So if you have a topic that you want us to share on here with you, you can just type it in the comment section. And of course, we will be here to share with you. Guys, and of course, on a Friday, because we have learned to read, we have learned to write. And of course, guys, we are on Friday, Read Aloud Friday, where we are putting everything together. And of course, we are showing that we are learning. And of course, good vocabulary builders become good readers. And guys, we're so happy to share with you. Thanks to all the wonderful persons that are watching us from all over the world, for all the wonderful persons that are shared. Remember now, guys, you can feel free to send us a comment in the comment section. You can leave us an email. You can leave us an email. Of course, yes, you can. Of course, we will reply, guys. Also, you can support. You can also leave DJ super thanks, and of course, super because they are also working. Guys, we love you. We love you. We love you.
We love you. And as we always say,
what good. See you next Friday on Read Aloud Friday. Thank you so very much, guys, for coming. Until next time, bye.
Peace out.